Hi, my name is Wendy Patton, and my expertise is lease options and creative seller financing. What I'm going to share with you in this video is a question that was asked at one of my recent boot camps, and I'm sure you're going to want to know the answer for it.
In a metropolitan area with many neighborhoods and suburbs with very different median price points, for instance, even Detroit, how do you decide the best areas to work in? Well, what I would recommend is that you pick, it doesn't really matter what area you pick. I live in Metro Detroit. So for example, when I first started investing, I would buy properties that were anywhere from an hour, north, south, east, west. I would kind of like draw a circle around me, and I would invest anywhere within an hour's drive. Well, now that I have a lot more experience and I've done this for, 20 some years, I have decided that that's not the approach that I personally want, that I want more like a 10 to 15 minute radius. I want it to be very close. I know my market very well. So I've kind of picked now where I live because it tends to be a good price point anyways. But if you're maybe you live in a very high-end area, that might not be the best for this because you have other areas that are much more manageable, then maybe you pick one of those areas that's nearest to you. Really focus on that market. Try to learn that market as much as possible. Some of the things that you can do to really learn your market is, go through many properties. There's open houses a lot of times on Saturdays, Sundays. If you're in Hawaii, they're all the time. Some markets, maybe they have them open every day. Go through some properties, start to get a feel for what properties sell for in your market. And then after you've done this for a while, when you find a house that is a good deal, you're going to know it right away because you've seen so many. I like to still go through properties that are in my market because it keeps me aware of what my comparables are so that when I do run across a good deal, I know it. Or when a property comes back up on the market again, I go, wow, I've been in that one a few years ago or last summer, and it's still for sale. Look, I remember that particular property. And sometimes it'll be properties that, gosh, I owned that one 10 years ago. Let me see what's happened for it since, as long as you've been in that business. So I would recommend that you pick an area or two and you really try to focus on it and learn it inside and out. Not to say that if a deal comes your way outside of that area, what do? You can do that deal, or you can wholesale it to someone else. Lock up the deal if it's good and flip it to someone who deals in that market.
To find out more about lease options, you can go to whyleaseoptions.com and get a special report, a free report, absolutely no charge to you, called The Top 5 Mistakes Most Lease Option Investors Make. I've been coaching investors with lease options for over 15 years now, and I'm going to share with you the top 5 mistakes most of them make if they don't have the right training and education. So you're going to want to go grab your free report so you don't make those mistakes. I wish you the best in your creative seller financing and lease option investing.